Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and a moment ago, Houston Nutt inside the Arkansas locker room.
Seniors, last regular season, baby. Hey, last regular season game. Knock this thing out. And remember this, you got a lot of mamas, grandmamas, aunts, and uncles all in the state of Arkansas eating leftover turkey, watching their boy play. You turn it loose, man. That's the privilege that you have. You get to turn it loose. Play like a fighting Razorback today. You get ready to go in 5 minutes. We're getting ready to go. Captain, get ready, baby. Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Houston Nutt in his 10th season as the Arkansas head coach, 74-48. Experience SEC college football on CBS, brought to you in high definition by Sony. Brilliant Friday after Thanksgiving. A cold front moved through here 2 days ago. We're at 56 degrees. The winds have subsided and the forecast, sunny skies. Arkansas won the toss. They have elected to receive, and they will go into a breeze that appears from the flags flying a little more than 2 to 5 miles an hour.
You bet it is, but Arkansas really doesn't play the wind very much. They run the ball.
Yes, and Felix Jones is on the field, limited to 1 play last week because of a deep thigh bruise, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns this year. He's joined by Darren McFadden, and this will be McFadden from the 9. Spilled as he gets, there's a fumble. And who got it? LSU got it. Charles Scott.
Well, you put your most dependable guys back on kickoff if you're Arkansas, and what happens? Your best guy gets it, actually just trips and drops the ball. There was no helmet on that. He tripped and dropped the ball, and that is a turnover that is a nightmare for Arkansas.
And unexpectedly, LSU opens its offensive thrust from the 25-yard line. Matt Flynn, the senior quarterback. Play fake, Flynn goes deep right side for early Doucette. In the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. Michael Grant with fine coverage.
It's one thing when you're going to throw the ball against Arkansas, you're going to have to earn every catch, because their DBs, this time Michael Grant, are going to lock up in man coverage. They're not going to give you those easy throws. You have to run good routes and properly place the ball.
Jacob Hester is the running back, and Matt Flynn will go from 2nd and 10 out of the spread. Option play. Flynn with a pitch to Hester, tries to cut the corner, gets a 1.5 yards. Well, Matt Flynn out of Tyler, Texas, now 10-1 as a starting quarterback. And the starting lineup's presented by Applebee's. You can see the numbers for the year, modest numbers, but he's been very effective lately.
He has, and as he's gotten healthy, more so.
Black, Johnson, Helms, Hitt, who will rotate with Jarvis Jones, and Stewart, one of the seniors. Doucette and LaFell at wideouts. They opened with a double tight end set, Zinger and Dixon. And now it's 3rd down and 9 from the 24. Flynn under pressure. Rolls left. They missed the sack, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Ernest Mitchell, number 90, had him and lost him.
You just can't ask for anything more from your defense to get a stop here. Great coverage, good pass rush, just cannot wrap up. And that's the difference in Flynn now. When he was struggling and got those sacks early in the year, he had that sprained, tweaked ankle, whatever you want to call it. Now you can see why he's a 4-6 legitimate threat with the football.
And on the run, a 1st down and 10, backs in the eye. Sean Jordan is in at fullback, and he leads the way to the right. Here's Hester, hit at the line and drop for no gain. Arkansas defense. We will introduce you to them. Chris Wade gets a start for an injured Malcolm Shepard. It's Harrison, Mitchell, and Adrian Davis. The linebackers, Forte, Dacus, and Fairchild And this secondary was burned last week. Grant, Hewitt, Woods, and Richardson.
Yeah.
In the win over Mississippi State.
Torched over 400 yards.
Second down, 10. Blitz coming. Good blitz pickup. Flynn into the end zone. Contact. And it's ruled incidental. There's no flag. Material Richardson and Brandon LaFell came in contact with each other.
Looked to me like LaFell stumbled on the play, and Material Richardson did a good job. Look at that bump and run. That's what you're going to see. Fell tries to come out of it. You can see it. Putting your hands up, that is so smart. You can grab them. He might have tweaked them a little bit, but if you get away with it, it's like man-to-man defense in basketball. Touch them a little, just don't touch them a lot.
Third down and 10. Opening drive. LSU's red zone proficiency. You just saw 3rd and 10 here. And they go with 5 wides.
Yeah, running back out to the side, though. That's a running back real wide that time, Murphy.
From the corner, Flynn in trouble. Gets rid of it, but it's incomplete.
It's a huge stop for this Arkansas defense. And that's really the trademark, Vern, is they stick with guys and again make you run good pass routes. Pressure from the outside, put a little pressure on, and then make a perfect throw happen. And that's exactly what Jarrell Norton did on that one.
And so Colt David, the junior from Grapevine, Texas, is on. He has set a school record with 21 field goals. This from 31 yards away, right down the pipe. They got 3, but they would like to have had 7 off the McFadden fumble. The recovery by Charles Scott. And finally, the 31-yard field goal from Colt David. Darren McFadden hoping for a big day to enhance his Heisman Trophy hopes. Off to a tough start with a fumble on the opening kickoff. This fellow who won the Doak Walker Award last year and finished 2nd in the Heisman voting. Somewhat victimized by a slow October, but then he exploded with 321 yards in the win against South Carolina.
I trace it all back to the absence of Marcus Monk. They really tilted the field because Monk could go up and jump between 2 players. You couldn't crowd the box, and that really slowed down number 5 and number 25.
Now McFadden and Felix Jones are back again. Sean Gaudet is kicking for the 2nd full game in a row. He came on in the latter part of the home game against Louisiana Tech. And here's McFadden, this time from the 16. Fumbles again.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That time it was just a slight bump. He carries the ball in his left hand here, gets bumped, and it pops out again. Wonder if he's got new gloves.
This is not a young man who has a reputation for dropping the ball.
That was nothing.
49-yard attempt for Colt David. Got plenty of distance. Perfect. First down at the 33, midway through the opening quarter. 2nd LSU possession of the ball game. Comes a blitz. Flynn goes left. Incomplete. Caught out of bounds. That was early Doucette.
Blitz pass aimed at early Doucette. Caught and out of bounds. 2nd down.
And it will be 2nd and 10. Doucette missed 4 games, almost 5 complete games. He made a token appearance against Kentucky, but he was out with a groin pull, and this passing game for this team improved dramatically when he came back.
Well, imagine that. I mean, you know, without your All-American wide receiver, they're still number 1 in the country. You missed, what, 5 games?
2nd down and 10. Razorbacks look like they might be blitzing. And here's Keelan Williams, who stopped in the middle of the pile at the 31-yard line. Matt Hewitt makes the tackle. Well, this 25-man senior class, 16 of whom are redshirt seniors. 41 wins, 25 in the SEC, 3 10-plus win seasons, 2 West titles. What's missing? SEC championship. And they will play in that game next Saturday against a yet-to-be-determined opponent, either Tennessee or Georgia. Charles Scott is on. Here's Flynn back. Right side, throws it away. Well, or sailed on him.
He didn't have much open there. You know, this is an interesting package. Arkansas came with, again, on third down, a nickel or dime package with just 3 men rushing. They're playing coverage. That's something that Reggie Herring doesn't show a lot of. He's playing a lot of coverage, safeties deep, and on third down, just rushing 3 people.
Reggie Herring, who in a phone conversation on Tuesday must have said at least 7 times about the Mississippi State win, we gave up cheap, easy touchdowns.
Big ones, deep ones.
49-yard attempt for Colt David. Got plenty of distance. Perfect. He's having a memorable year, is Colt David. All-time single-season scoring leader in the history of LSU. It's the #1 team in the country, trailing by 1. On first down, the reverse to Felix Jones doesn't work.
Change up by Bo Pelini for the second half. He's gone with a 4-4 look. There was only 3 defensive backs on the field, 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. One right outside the picture. He'll come back in, but it was 4 and 4. Now they're back in their nickel or their regular package.
Chevis Jackson up on the line. Here's the handoff to McFadden, trying to dart to the outside. Ollie Highsmith and Stelz chase him. Stelz catches him, number 16. So a 3rd down and 5. Officially, they'll call it 3rd and 6. McFadden with 79 yards. He has done so well over the course of his career against ranked teams. He's averaging well over 100 games against teams that are among the best in the country. 3rd and 6. Play fake. Dick caught. That should be enough to move the chain. Just across the 30. Marcus Monk.
Well, let's take a look at Ken Dorsey inside first. Play action pass, physical offensive line. Let's see what happens to him. Got 2 guys on him. He may have a bad back, but Arkansas still gives him plenty of respect. Monk goes down, hooks up, big target, good throw. Casey Dick has been the better quarterback so far in this game.
On first down, handed off to McFadden. He is in jail. All the way back at the 26, Drake Nevis, number 92, got him.
True freshman Drake Nevis. Because of the injury to Charles Alexander early in the year, Nevis got some early down play, and it's going to be, as they say, another one of those great football players that they keep lining up in defensive lineman university here at LSU.
Now Dick is wide to the left side as a wide receiver, the quarterback, and McFadden will get the direct snap. Fakes it, keeps it, comes left. Watch out, he's gone. I think. Gets a great block and goes 73 yards.
That was Casey Dick with the block.
Stunning.
It's just the pressure he puts on you as a defense. If you don't have your proper angles and he turns the corner, you're chasing one guy one way, one guy another way, and all of a sudden, it's in the end zone.
Alex Tejada for the extra point. And the Razorbacks have shocked this crowd of 92,000.
Now remember, we circled Casey Dick. He was at wide receiver. Once McFadden goes, he gets chased from behind. Chad Jones, number 3, and Casey Dick is the guy who comes back and peels back and gets it. How about that? Quarterback 40 yards downfield getting the block. College football is changing every week. The Wild Hog works again.
8 minutes to go. third quarter. Here's Flynn into the corner for Doucette. Wrestling match incomplete.
Great coverage.
Michael Grant.
Great coverage.
You know, Reggie Herring was so upset with his secondary. While we talked with him earlier in the week, he's got to be just thrilled with the way they're playing.
Yes, it's tough to run this fade with the guy off on you like that. Grant goes, turns around at the last second, well-thrown ball. It's easier to run that fade when you get bump and run. Grant does not get any lack of patience. He just stays with it right there, turns around and bats the ball away. The slant would be a better call.
This is LaFell in motion on 2nd and 10. They'll head it right. Hester, touchdown, Louisiana State.
I think they're going to go for 2 here. I would not be surprised if they don't try to tie this thing up right here. You go to your playmakers. How many times have I been saying that? Dixon, Hester, Doucette. That's what they've done. That's what Gary Croton has done. And they will go for 2 here, down 2 points.
14-12 with 7:48 to go.
And really, if you're Arkansas, what do you try to stop? I mean, anything. You can run the ball off tackle, you can sprint out, you can run the option.
Last play is under review. Replay official today is Ben Oldham.
I didn't even notice if his elbow went down before he got across the line. I think that one counts.
Yes. Well, remember their loss to Florida a year ago
yes,
when Jacob Hester had an elbow that was ruled down an inch or so shy, and then a fumble on the next play.
Right. Carnell Stewart, number 71. That right side of that offensive line for LSU just cleared that out that time, and Stewart, big 71, got a great block.
Touchdown.
No, that didn't take long.
No. That was a little bit of a break for Arkansas because they were a little surprised that LSU was going for 2. They get a chance now to retool a strategy for defense. Let's take a peek here at Stewart. 71, right tackle, steps out, gets a clean block on Hewitt on the right side of your screen and drives him right off the ball. Telestrator's down. I'm going to have to do it like the old way.
Yeah. Feel like you're painting without an easel.
Exactly.
The try for 2 with Flynn in the spread. Fires it, incomplete. Flag.
That's the matchup.
Matt Hewitt, Richard Dixon.
That's the matchup they went back to. Usually what happens is you reach your front hand across the receiver and you grab with that back arm. Let's see if he did it.
Pass interference, number 31, defense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Right side of the screen. See him right on the hip right there? He's got it wrapped around. It wasn't awful. He lifted it up at the last second. See how he lifts it up, but just enough of a tug that he got it called.
Now LSU will go with their jumbo alignment. 3 tight ends. In the backfield, you've got Sean Jordan, the fullback, and Jacob Hester, the deep back in the eye. The try to tie it up. Flynn, option. Got it. 14-14.
Actually, there was no option. That was run all the way. Isolation offside. He rears back like he's going to pass, and it's a keep all the way. Dives out and makes it. And if he was 4-7 instead of 4-6, he wouldn't have made it.
LSU with its best offensive drive of the day. We're tied. Sean Gaudet will kick off, and Darren McFadden is not back to return the kick. Felix Jones on the left and Michael Smith to your right. McFadden has fumbled 2 kickoff returns today. Lost 1, recovered the other. Gaudet, returnable. Jones from the 10. Flag is down.
Look at the difference. Last time Chad Jones ran that kickoff out to the 49-yard line. This time Arkansas is going to get a penalty and be backed up inside their 20. Huge difference.
Mark Curls, the referee. I would expect. And Matt Flynn headed to the locker room.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 88, return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
That's Lucas Miller, the wideout. Well, 92,606 gathered here on the Friday after Thanksgiving. Arkansas and LSU, the battle of the boot. LSU jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Arkansas scored 2 to go up 14-6. LSU just came back. Here's McFadden up the middle for not much. Ryan Perilou warming up on the sidelines. We'll try and get word as quickly as we can from Tracy Wolfson on Matt Flynn's reason for going into the locker room. 2nd down, 7. Felix Jones and Hillis are the backs. Jones, right side. No, he faked it. And he's got a man open into the middle. It's the tight end, DJ Williams. Terrific fake.
This was a great read by DJ Williams. He was covered. He was supposed to keep crossing on the play. He stops halfway through. Right there, watch the tight end. As he comes on the bootleg, he's going to be covered. As he's covered, he stops, and he finds the open territory in the middle of the field. That is a wonderful play by the tight end.
Only his 5th catch this year. DJ Williams, true freshman out of Little Rock. Right side, Jones to the 35, maybe the 36. We'll see the spot. And Drake Nevis, number 92. With the stop.
You know, Glenn Dorsey's out there, and he's giving it all, and you love the guy. He is a true warrior, but he is not having any impact on the football game. That's why the defense just kind of looks average here, because you don't have Dorsey plowing in there and taking out 2 and 3 men with his attack.
Back spasms and a knee problem. McFadden will get the direct snap now. Hand off, Hillis. Hillis, Peyton Hillis, being chased, but will not be caught. 65-yard touchdown.
Right at the tackles. Right at those 2 guys inside.
His previous longest run of the year was 14 yards.
Well, when I said LSU needed a 3 and out, I really didn't have this in mind. I was counting a punt. 4 plays and a touchdown. You can see what number 5 can do to a defense. They were thinking he was going to fake it. They hand it. It looked like the old wishbone for Oklahoma or Arkansas.
Alex Tejada with the extra point.
Remember we had pictures of Frank Broyles. They named the field after him. Well, here's the wishbone right here. Snap it to the quarterback. Ride the fullback, give it to the fullback, goes right up the gut. Everybody's looking for the pitch. Everybody is out there playing assignment football to the outside of the formation, and you gash him inside. Dorsey could not get off the block, and they gashed it right at him.
Peyton Hillis goes 65, and the Hogs go back on top. Oh, life is good if you're the king.
I hope he's not watching our broadcast doing that, is he? You don't think he just has seen it all, hasn't he?
Yeah, even though he's a young one.
Well, if that doesn't wake up LSU, these back-to-back big plays by Arkansas, they're in trouble. They are in trouble here.
Here is the kick. Keelan Williams.
Oh,
how about the contact? How about the contact by Arkansas? Mark Bonner backup linebacker came through the wedge.
You know,
and Matt Flynn is back.
Oh, yes, he is. It must have happened on that two-point conversion. He stretched out. We did not see exactly what he was, but he's back on the field. Let's take a peek. Lays out. Does he land on his right shoulder or wrist or elbow, something like that?
He's back. First down and 10. Here's Flynn.
Wow, what a throw.
Set.
What
yes,
a throw.
It was.
I'll tell you, because Matero Richardson undercuts this. I thought he had a chance to get the football, but it was perfectly thrown. Had that been underthrown a yard, it was a touchdown for Arkansas.
Second down 3.
See, if you're Arkansas, if you're Reggie Herring, you're saying, if you can make a perfect throw like that, we'll give you 7 yards.
21-14, 5.5 to go, a little over that in the third quarter.
Ball on the ground. Wow, Jacob
it?
Hester.
Jacob Hester last lost a fumble in his first game for this team.
Almost 600 carries for these running backs without losing a fumble. It pops loose right there with Hewitt hits him. It comes out clean. First man on it is an LSU offensive lineman. I think it was Helms, the center.
It was Brett Helms. Jacob Hester fumbled against Georgia his rookie year, his first year. And coming into this game, the running backs had gone 500. Here's the quarterback sneak for the first down. 586 carries without a lost fumble. 21-14 here, Tim. Flynn. That one's caught at the 46 and a flag is thrown. Early Doucette. Well, the absence of fumbles for this LSU football team is staggering. They've only lost 2 all year. And the running backs have now gone 614 without a lost fumble. That's the key, because you just saw Hester fumble.
Yeah, I've never even seen him fumble a ball. I mean, I've been here 2 years. That's the first time I've seen him put one on the
Pass
turf.
interference, number 9, defense. The penalty is a first down at spot of foul.
You know, I love Timmy, but I don't know why they show us a highlight of Texas till the fourth quarter. I mean, right? They come back in the fourth quarter and win every time.
Tim Brando just wants to be a part of our broadcast. This is a collegiate
He's always
effort.
welcome, but Texas,
yes, indeed.
Don't show me till the fourth quarter. It's like watching an NBA team this year, Texas.
First down and 10. Yeah, they'll loose Jamal Charles in the fourth quarter. Here's Flynn back. He goes deep for Bird, and it's incomplete. It sailed on him high. Second time this afternoon he's had Bird open deep.
See, again, though, it's going to take a perfect throw right in stride because number 9 is right in position. Now, if you got a guy wide open, you can slightly underthrow the guy, make him slow down and catch the ball. When you got a corner trailing like that, that's what the quarterbacks that go into the NFL find out. Boy, these guys all look covered. No, they're open. That's how they look in the NFL when they're open. They're open by a yard. You got to put it right there.
Second down and 10. Charles Scott is in. Quinn Johnson is the fullback now, number 45. Flynn, little shovel to Johnson. It's Scott, I beg your pardon. And Scott avoids a tackle and rumbles all the way to the 37-yard line.
Well, he's the change of pace back when you put in number 32, and it's exactly what happened right here. A change of pace. Drop back, fake it to him, and toss it to him. Because it's behind the line of scrimmage, your lineman can be downfield, but Gary Croton has a card up in the box as that ball was fumbled out of bounds that he thinks of his different running backs. And look at number 26 right there is spread run. Number 32, Scott, is change of pace. And it's exactly what he got.
And the one they have out of commission today is Holiday. Got that injured ankle, but they have a multiplicity of running backs on this team. 204 total yards in the ball game. Here's Flynn back again. Double team on Bird, and it's incomplete. Matero Richardson knocks it down. Second and 10. Flynn for the day. 13 of 31 for 108 yards.
They're only going to have the wind here now for another 3.5 minutes here in the third quarter also.
39-yard line.
2nd and 10. LaFell, top of the screen.
Best matchup is your tight end here on a linebacker.
Handed off to Keelan Williams to the 15-yard line. First down, LSU.
Well, this offensive line maybe got a little earful of their head coach because they are blocking the run much better. Pull around number 71, Carnell Stewart that time. He fits up with it. And number 5, the speed back on that chart, bursts through with that speed. And number 5 gets into the secondary. Another nice drive for LSU.
First down officially at the 14-yard line. Scott and Jordan are in now. Flynn with a play action. Goes toward the end zone. There's a bump at the goal line, and no flag is thrown. And Doucette is down again.
He got sandwiched here. Safety came over. I thought there was a bump before the ball got there, to tell you the truth. There's a flag down now. It's Grant. Watch Grant. Oh, he clearly runs through Doucette that time.
And we're listening for the call on the field. It's a face mask call. Instead of the pass interference of Les Miles showing a little emotion on the sideline. Doucette.
Face mask on who?
I don't know.
It should have been interference. I can tell you that. It should have been interference. The ball was a little high, but it must have been in the offensive defensive line. One of those pass rushers gets their hand underneath an offensive lineman and shoves up.
Saw one of the trainers indicate a possible rib injury for Doucette when he got belted by the second man. Out of the spread, Brett Helms will snap it back. There's the pitch. Keelan Williams in trouble. Back to the 10-yard line. Matt Hewitt made the stop.
Well, I think Arkansas had a little bit of an idea what was coming here. That was that tilted offense where one back's up in front of the other. Arkansas really played it, and they ran towards the tilt like they were doing last week against Ole Miss. These coaches spend a lot of time looking for what they call tells, like in cards, little tips that give their defense an edge. And that time I think they used one.
Doucette back on the field. He and LaFell go to the left side. Zinger, the tight end, is tight left. There's the toss. And Keelan Williams is forced out of bounds at the 7-yard line by Freddie Fairchild, number 44. 3rd and goal.
Play that has gotten some touchdowns for LSU. That fake toss, pitch to the weak side of the formation. Hewitt stayed home.
What do you dial up here?
Well, I think one of their pick passes to the outside. You might see some kind of fade route or corner route to the outside to Doucette. See if they get him in the corner of the end zone.
Terrence Tolliver is top of the screen. They're 3 wide left. Bird is wide right. Arkansas shows a blitz. They're coming.
Got him.
Flynn has him in the end zone. Touchdown, Bird.
They did have early Doucette on one side. They had the slant to the other side. Doucette is at the top of your screen.
Colt David perfect on extra points. Matt Flynn will hold. He's not missed this year. And he keeps the string intact. We are tied at 21.
Doucette over there, Bird down here. Doucette's going to go to the corner. Slant over here. He had either one of them this time. Man-to-man coverage. One to one side, slant to the inside. A good throw by Flynn, and he beats the coverage.
Michael Grant displeased with himself. Matt Flynn pleased with himself. We're tied 21-all.
75 yards, 10 plays.
Top-ranked team in the country is in some kind of tussle this afternoon against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Arkansas comes in having lost 4 times. LSU has lost only once. That was triple overtime. Les Miles' team finds itself tied 21 all. 9:08 to go. Here's the snap to Flynn. Keelan Williams cuts up, puts his shoulder down, and bangs for a couple of additional yards to the 46. Matt Hewitt with the tackle.
Well, one of those weapons that you can dial anytime. Keelan Williams has got the speed. He's got the power. He is a complete back, but he has to wait his turn because they bring in number 18 all the time also. And he's back in the game now at fullback. Now remember, when he's at fullback, they throw the ball to him.
Charles Scott is the tailback. This is Hester coming left, play fake. They look for Hester. They go deep for Hester, and he's got it. To the 10, touchdown LSU. Flag down. Flag down.
Oh, my.
At the 50-yard line.
Ineligible receiver, number 9, was not on the end of the line of scrimmage, went downfield on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
And that's a senior wide receiver.
This happened before. It was a bad, illegal formation. 2 receivers were on the line of scrimmage. You will see it very clearly, both receivers. And that's early Doucette's fault. Look at both receivers right there on the line of scrimmage. It's very clear. The inside receiver should be back off the ball. You knew the ball was going to Hester. They put him at fullback for a reason.
Yep. That wipes out the touchdown. It's 2nd down and 8. And Keelan Williams is on now. They flip it out. It's tipped. The intended receiver, Demetrius Byrd. Antoine Robinson, number 97, got a hand on it.
Why do you think, those coaches spend so much time watching tape? I mean, I probably spend a 10th of the time, well, a 20th of the time that they do, and you get feels for what they're doing on offense. Can you imagine the guys like Belichick, Saban, or this guy, Reggie Herod, can do when they spend 100 hours watching this stuff?
3rd down, 3rd and 8, tie game. 3 down for the Razorbacks.
Only rush 2.
They bring 2 and drop 9, and Flynn avoids the tackle. He's got a man open, caught. Brandon LaFell, 1st down. And there's
flag.
A player down at the 25.
And a flag
And
down.
a flag. 3rd and 18. And again, 3 down. They will rush 2 and drop 9. Flynn going right. Fires it short for early Doucette. And it'll be 4th down and 9 for the LSU Tigers. 21 all here, 4th down and 9. Patrick Fisher, Jarrell Norton will let it bounce. And it comes to a stop at the 28-yard line. The Razorbacks will get it back after a very short punt, 32 yards. Well, coming up, the 5-star play of the game presented by Wrangler.
Yeah, I thought that for sure we had the play of the game on Hester. They put him at fullback. There was a reason they did it. They were going to throw the ball to him. It worked. You dial a touchdown. Doesn't count. Score 21-21 still.
And again, no quarterback. McFadden will take the direct snap.
Here comes the wishbone offense.
There's the run to the outside, and Craig Stelz, Danny McCray finally gets there as McFadden pulls it down and goes wide to the left. Darren McFadden, who had a 73-yard touchdown run as well as a 16-yarder earlier in this game, but also had a couple of fumbles. 21 all as Arkansas comes in with a 7-4 record And they have given LSU more than they wanted. 21-21. Arkansas jumped out 14-6 at one point in the third quarter. And we just had a 54-yard touchdown pass wiped out by a penalty. Here's McFadden back to throw. Deep right side. Lucas Miller. Incomplete. Jonathan Zenon was the closest man, he for LSU.
And that's where they miss Marcus Monk right there. You know, Lucas Miller's a nice receiver, a possession receiver, but Marcus Monk changed the offense. You know what a better way to say that? He changed the defense because they did not feel LSU could match up with him, and they would put an extra guy there. You saw Zenon run stride for stride on that play-action pass.
3rd and 3, no quarterback. It'll be McFadden to take the direct snap. 3rd down, 3 in a tie game. McFadden, reverse, Felix Jones. He's got a huge wall. And Jones flies down to the 35-yard line.
What a gadget play. What a gadget play. Two things to notice. Bottom of the screen, here he is right here, but this guy Stelz saves a touchdown. Coming out, looks like the option. Now watch Craig Stelz. He gets to the outside and he overruns those 3 guys right there and turns it back in. That allowed Luke Sanders to come over and Stelz to make the play. Great play by Craig Stelz.
Casey Dick back on the field. The handoff goes to McFadden. He bangs inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And he banged into Ollie Highsmith again.
13 tackles for Highsmith.
How about that play by Craig Stelz? Had that been blocked properly, because there was a wall set up, that play would have been a touchdown. Stelz got to the outside of it. He's not 100%, but he got out there and made a touchdown-saving play.
2nd down and 4. It's McFadden to take the snap again.
Look at that. He's bleeding the clock, too.
He'll keep it. Comes right. 1st down, Arkansas. Well, this day began so badly for Darren McFadden on the opening kickoff. The All-American fumbles, and it was recovered by LSU. Then he fumbled again. It was recovered. He's dropped it 3 times today. They've lost only 1, but here's the 16-yard run. Here's the 73-yard run with a great block from Casey Dick. And Darren McFadden now with 174 yards on 26 carries, and Casey Dick is wide to the left, top of the screen. McFadden pulls up down the middle. Peyton Hillis, touchdown Arkansas.
The Tebow play action. You know, I'll take 3 fumbles if I get 3 home runs. He's like a home run hitter, McFadden is. 3 strikeouts, but 3 home runs. This is a beautifully designed play. This one, they drew Stelz out of the middle of the field by putting the quarterback out wide, and they threw to the middle of the field.
Alex Tejada, the freshman from Springdale, Arkansas, for the extra point, up and good in his career. Darren McFadden has now thrown for 7 touchdowns.
Well, as Columbus, Ohio, and West Virginia are cheering for Arkansas right now, look at the design of this play. Stelz goes over here, and Hillis sneaks right out in the empty area. Boom, there goes Hillis. Danny McCray, number 44, does not play it as well as Stelz, and almost an underthrow. He was so open, McFadden didn't want to overthrow the ball, and they get an easy touchdown.
David Lee, the offensive coordinator, said he's got great hands. He's got Terry Glenn hands.
That's what he said about him.
I'm Dari Noka, and you're watching the SEC Network. Due to time constraints, we move ahead in our coverage.
3 to the left. Timeout.
You could hear Les. The 25-second clock, I don't think was working, and they took it out. Les is upset because he had tricked him with the formation, he thought. I think they threw a flag. They'll pick it up, though, I think. Sideline warning.
LSU, it's their second warning.
Les had run down to the 15-yard line, and we could hear him pretty clear, couldn't we?
Yeah.
This is the same formation they threw the slant to Bird last time. And they're taking Hester out of the game.
And Jared Mitchell goes in. Hester is out. So 5 wides.
Watch quarterback draw.
Fourth and goal. Here's Flynn. Touchdown, Louisiana State.
No play. They blew the whistle early.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Houston Nutt took a late timeout.
Arkansas called timeout. This is their second charge timeout and a half.
28-21.
Remember, Doucette was open on a corner route before.
Here is the snap. Flynn into the end zone. It's caught! Demetrius Byrd! LSU's within 1 point of tying it up.
Wow. What a drive. But remember, there's 57 seconds left.
Colt David for the tie. The junior from Grapevine, Matt Flynn, will hold it. all.
I'm sorry, Vern. Same play that scored earlier to Demetrius Byrd. You put one receiver on the corner, the other on the slant. You get your choice. Byrd or Doucette. He went inside. Poor technique by Arkansas that time, letting get inside. Good throw. Snapped it down. Great catch. Great catch. That ball was up there, and Byrd, the guy who did it against Auburn, does it again.
Is this game any fun?
Just like usual.
LSU puts together a 79-yard drive in 13 plays with everything on the line to try and get this game to overtime. Demetrius Byrd with 2 touchdowns today. Josh Jasper will kick off now, number 36.
Against the wind, and Arkansas is on the 20-yard line, lined up with their deep men.
Here is the kick, returnable. Felix Jones, he's got 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. He comes right, and he's got great speed. Across the 48 to the 47, of the 45 to the 47-yard line.
And now plenty of time for Arkansas to get. Remember, 49 yards was the long field goal for Arkansas. Plenty of time remaining, and they're with the wind.
1 timeout left for both teams. Robert Johnson breaks wide to the left. And a whistle before the snap.
Timeout, LSU. Timeout.
Target line is the 30, the true freshman from Springdale, Arkansas. He's had a terrific season. And he's got the wind, as we just mentioned, at his back.
Please reset the game clock to 49 seconds.
His long of the year, 47 yards.
The last call, Flynn gets hit just as he lets this ball go. Easy pitch and catch. Bird, again, the same play. You would think if you're playing corner, the one thing you would not do would let your receiver get inside you. And I think it was Mike No Material that let Bird get inside of him. Need what, 22, a little bit more, what, 22 yards?
Yep.
22 yards.
Casey Dick in a quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Darren McFadden trying to get back in the thick of the conversation for the Heisman Trophy vote. And boy, he's made a strong bid today with 180 yards rushing. He's thrown a touchdown. And his team tied 28 all. Dick under pressure. Incomplete. And the clock did not move. The game clock, our clock is not moved. The game clock is at 20 seconds.
Right. That is wrong.
We're having a software problem. I'm sure that's what it is. So there are 20 seconds remaining.
This is, again, they're going to take Casey Dick off the field here on this 3rd and 5.
So McFadden will take the snap. They hand it off to Hillis. And it's close, but I believe short.
Arkansas should take a timeout and decide what they want to do here.
They do. That's their last.
Arkansas, 3rd and final timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Now, very interesting strategy here for Arkansas. You know, one of the plays they do have is a 6'6" receiver, Monk, that they could throw the alley-oop pass into the end zone. You see Marcus Monk, he's over there kind of lobbying. I would like to go out there and try to catch this. Or do they go for the first down? It would be 60 yards on a field goal. That seems a bit much.
And it's really more of a crosswind now than it is a wind directly behind him.
Yeah. I think the play would be the deep lob into the end zone.
43-yard line.
And so here we go. Houston Nutt, 4th and 1. Casey Dick.
And Monk is in, isn't he, in the slot there?
And they're going to go with the quick snap again. They've got 3 receivers, top of the screen. Arkansas, Dick rolls out, fires it deep left side, and that's out of bounds, and it leaves 3 seconds to go, and the ball goes over
well, you
on downs.
Got to keep it on the field.
Amen.
I mean, you just have to keep it on the football field.
Now you want to see an alley-oop at the other end. LSU is going to have 1 more snap.
And you come down here and you run out. It looks like Arkansas was trying to run the out route to the outside, and the ball, I mean, that's an out route.
Well, 5 years ago, the last time Arkansas beat this team, it was Matt Jones to DeCorey Birmingham. The miracle on Markham, that was a 21-20 victory. And here for the alley-oop is Matt Flynn. Deep right side. He's got 3 receivers down there, and it's incomplete. We are going to overtime.
Houston Nutt is 6-1 in overtime.
Catch your breath. Have another turkey leg. We'll be right. They have done the coin toss. The offense will start at the 25-yard line. Each team keeps the ball until it scores or fails to make a first down. And beginning with the 3rd overtime, teams must attempt a 2-point conversion after a touchdown. The only loss this year for LSU in Lexington, 3 overtimes. Kentucky beat them.
Well, that was a quick pit stop for Matt Flynn because he's running out right now. Someone should be proud of that one.
Here are the overtime records. Arkansas 6-1, including 2 7-overtime games. LSU not disrespectable 6-3. And so we start at the 25, and Flynn is back in time to go back in at quarterback. He's got Keelan Williams with him. 79-yard drive to tie it up. And now, in overtime, the first possession, the first snap, Matt Flynn. Keelan Williams, left side, big hole to the 11-yard line.
Come out, a little bit of that Pistol Pete formation that you run at LSU here. Snap it with the tailback behind, run behind that big offensive line. Saron Black did a great job on that one. Herman Johnson, biggest man probably in college football.
Now Jacob Hester is in as the fullback. Charles Scott is the tailback.
They're going to throw to him
Play
again.
fake. Into the end zone, and a flag is down. Intended for Dixon. Kevin Woods defending.
Well, I think everybody kind of figured out now that when fullback, 18 fullback equals pass. Are they going to call this offensive interference here? Did Dixon push Woods? You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Now they wonder if the ball will be catch. Is that a rule? Was the ball catchable? It certainly looked like it was overthrown.
Well, I see a gesture from Saron Black.
There's no foul for offensive pass interference. The pass was uncatchable. It's second down.
Still second down. Number 82 right there comes out, takes on a linebacker, and then runs right through the safety. Well, it's either uncatchable ball is what it was called.
Second down. Flynn with 3 to the right, 2 to the left, including early Doucette.
This is the quarterback draw formation.
And there you have it. He cuts left. Matt Flynn, touchdown LSU.
Same play, same formation that Arkansas got the timeout. This time, no timeout. Same result. I don't even know. With the two-man rush, this is a perfect call.
Well, he got the final block from number 65, Lyle Hitt. There's a good hold by Matt Flynn, and Colt David knocks it through. This is the first LSU lead since they were up 6-0 in the first quarter. Les Miles helps celebrate the touchdown.
You know, they say to win a championship, you got to win a couple close ones. It don't mean you got to win them all close. LSU has been unbelievable. We said they had to score at least 28 points to have a chance. That turned out to be true. Now they're in overtime. Arkansas now comes back 4-down territory.
Well, it must seem for these LSU players and fans a long time since they knocked off Mississippi State and they defeated Virginia Tech. Those were walkthroughs. Every game has been tense since then, and now Darren McFadden will take the snap. Casey Dick is not on the field. McFadden flips it out to Jones, tries to cut inside, goes back left, and he's down at the 20-yard line. Craig Stelz, the All-American safety, with the tackle.
How about that play? It's like McFadden throws it out there and it kind of like follows his shot like in basketball. He throws it and then he runs out there to try to get a block.
McFadden is 3 of 5 throwing the ball. 2nd and 5. Michael Smith, the running back, is wide to the right. Now he comes in motion. McFadden up the middle, stuffed. 3rd down.
Guess who?
Ali Highsmith.
Ali Highsmith met McFadden in the hole and didn't back up an inch. Look at that. Did not back up an inch.
That's his 14th tackle today. Casey Dick is on the field. And he will take the snap on 3rd and 5.
Watch out for number 22 right there, Peyton Hillis.
Flags down.
It was a legal procedure, Arkansas, I believe. And he was going to Hillis.
Before the snap, false start, number 18, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
I think there's going to be the penalty right there. A little bit of a false start. He was going to Hillis, and Hillis was wide open there for the easy 1st down. Now it's 3rd and long.
From the 25, 3rd and 10. Dick goes in the corner. Ali Highsmith is defending. It's incomplete. It will come down to the final play on 4th down.
See how calm Ali Highsmith was there running with Hillis. Ran the wheel route. Look at Highsmith right there. Had to be a perfect throw. It was not.
Number 1 ranking in the balance. Timeout called by Arkansas. Well, time now for the Ruby Tuesday player of the game, Darren McFadden. 180 yards on 27 carries, 2 touchdowns rushing, 1 of 73 yards. He's also thrown it 5 times and completed 3, 1 for a touchdown. The Ruby Tuesday player of the game.
Some honorable mentions. Demetrius Byrd. You know, he was all over the football field. Ali Highsmith, honorable mention. And another 4th quarter last drive by the quarterback, Matt Flynn.
The tying touchdown took 4 minutes and 2 seconds. They went 79 yards. And then Matt Flynn got the team into this position. Jai Eugene, it's 4th down and 10. Hillis is the last man in the huddle. Robert Johnson and Hillis break off wide to the right. Monk is the bottom of your screen.
Well, LSU blitz.
No. Dick with a lot of time. Good downfield coverage. Man wide open. It's Hillis. And it's a 1st down for Arkansas.
I see your 4th down play, and I raise you my 4th down play. Hillis was open for about 5 seconds on this play. Dick had to come out. A busted coverage by LSU, and Arkansas stays in the game.
Last man in the neighborhood was Danny McCray. It's 1st down. They hand it to McFadden. Pretty good option. He's to the 8.
How about Casey Dick? I mean, this was a guy who just basically lived a nightmare of a season last year. He's come back, resurrected, played very good football. His coach said, you know what? He's kept us in every game this year, and he's doing it again tonight.
9 of 18 for the day for 84 yards. 2nd down, 6.
Quick snap.
Hillis, slot, they toss it. McFadden comes left. Good job defensively. It'll be 3rd down. Curtis Taylor, number 27.
I think there's going to be a penalty inside, too. Probably a holding penalty.
Before the snap, false start. Snap infraction on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
2nd and 10. Dick is out, and Darren McFadden is in. McFadden. Felix Jones with the block. McFadden, Ali Highsmith again. 15 tackles for the linebacker. 3rd down from the 10.
You know, he almost has to make 15 tackles. If he doesn't do it, there's nobody else. He's basically playing a spy on number 5 the whole game.
3rd and 8. Casey Dick at quarterback.
Again, when they throw the ball, they love to throw it to that guy right there.
He's in a slot right. They go in the end zone for him, and he has got it. Touchdown, Peyton Hillis.
How about Casey Dick delivering that ball? I give him all the credit in the world.
Well, he found Hillis on a 4th and 10, and then he finds Hillis for the touchdown. To extend this to a 2nd overtime, Alex Tejada. We're tied at 35.
Same wheel route that Highsmith knocked down the one early. When they come in with 11 and they put number 22 right there, he's going to wheel right up the sideline. A perfect throw. Highsmith, same matchup, throw better this time, and he beats number 7. Boy, that's well done. Give a lot of credit to David Lee, the offensive coordinator, who worked with Casey Dick and made him a respectable quarterback this year.
2nd overtime about to begin. We're tied at 35 as Peyton Hillis catches a 4th down pass to sustain the drive, and then the touchdown from Casey Dick. 35-35, and they're going to go to the other end.
They're going towards the Arkansas fans. What little there are, they are in the right end zone.
Not a large contingent, but there they are.
Boy, you would think the LSU defense, 4th and 10, could figure out who to cover. A total bust in the secondary.
Felix Jones is the running back behind Casey Dick. 1st down at the 25. It'll be Jones coming right to the 20, to the 15, and out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Craig Stelz had an angle, but you could tell he's not 100%. He could not get there, he misjudged it, and he could not make the play. Boy, is he quick, Felix Jones.
Jones out. Played only 1 play last week because of a deep thigh bruise suffered at Tennessee. Now Hillis, wide left. Danny McCray has him. Now gives him off. Here's McFadden. Dances to the outside. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I think that was Hillis that got that block, too. They have this LSU defense reeling. You know, that has been the LSU problem all year, red zone defense, and it's showing up again.
Tejada's on for the extra point to give Arkansas a 42-35 lead. Which they now have.
I thought it was Hillis. I'm hearing from the truck it was Mitch Petrus, number 66. I think it's right there. Remember, he was the blocking back last year. He played the fullback position. Let's see if he does it this time. Yes. Hillis gets 1 block. Petrus gets the next block. But Stelz still has position. He gets caught inside, and he doesn't make the play.
Now the Petrus block was on Derry Beckwith, the linebacker. And here's McFadden, runner-up for the Heisman a year ago. All but forgotten in October when the team was struggling. And now LSU needs a touchdown to keep this thing going.
They can't have a bad play. A sack or something really hurts them now.
Here's the pitch. Keelan Williams, 4 to the 21-yard line. Adrian Davis with the stop. Second overtime game this year. They went to 3 overtimes before losing in Kentucky. Andre Woodson found Steve Johnson for the touchdown then.
And ironically, it was on a 4th down stop by Kentucky.
2nd and 6. LaFell to the left side. Arkansas brings 4 down linemen. Flynn, Dixon, 1st and goal at the 9.
Any question about Flynn going in for a pit stop? He still has it, and Dixon with a good matchup takes advantage of it and makes the play.
And so 1st down and goal. Hester is back on the field. And Quinn Johnson will be in at fullback. Now Doucette goes wide to the left, and they've got a double tight end set. Dixon and Zinger. Hester to the 5, to the 2-yard line.
Jeez. Just run it inside. That time, Marcus Harrison had a chance, but you don't arm tackle Jacob Hester. 55, see? He got tugged by Stewart right there. Harrison thought he got tugged from behind. He thought he had a chance to make the tackle, and he couldn't make it with one arm.
2nd down and goal. Here's the option. Flynn cuts. Didn't get in. It'll be 3rd down.
Jay should have pitched that one. Jacob Hester had his arms out like, why? Why didn't I get that? From behind, just option down the right side. A pitch walks in. A pitch walks in.
Yes. Yes. And so it's 3rd and goal in the 2nd overtime. Hester has carried 26 times for a career high 120 yards, 3 tight ends. They'll give it to Hester. He drives and he's in.
Give it to your money man. Run behind those big offensive linemen. And that was pretty deep into the end zone.
Jacob O'Hare will snap it. Matt Flynn will hold it. Colt David will kick it. We're tied at 42. Just another average Friday night in Baton Rouge. Oh, boy. And a reminder now, in the 3rd overtime, if you get the touchdown, you must attempt a 2-point try. McFadden will take the snap.
It's the wishbone formation right here. And fake it to Hillis. Or give it to Hillis.
They give it to Hillis.
Yep.
It'll be 3rd down. Glenn Dorsey, Ollie Highsmith, look at how he's in pain.
He's a shadow of himself at the beginning of the year, but he's been out there most of this football game. Highsmith is there, Dorsey's there. The seniors you just read off, Vern.
3rd and 4. Casey Dick is the quarterback.
Timeout LSU. You know what? I don't think they liked the matchup
Timeout.
because Marcus Monk
LSU.
came in the game.
This is our final timeout of the extra period. 30-second timeout.
Timeout Tigers.
Well, back spasms affected Glenn Dorsey a week ago in Oxford. He's been playing since midseason on a bad knee and is giving it a go today.
You had Monk one-on-one to the outside right here, and you can see the calling timeout on the play.
Jonathan Zenon, I think. Yep, or Les Miles.
No, Pelini saw it first.
Ah, yes.
Pelini was calling timeout first. Yeah, Les was the last guy to know at that time.
3rd and 4, third overtime, 42 all. Hillis in a slot to the right.
No McFadden.
Toss, Felix Jones. Goes right, looks like he's got a first down. Oh, it'll be very close at the 15. This is one of those left foot, right foot spots.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, he got it.
Time. First down. Yep. Boy, that just shows you the faith that Arkansas has in Felix Jones. 3rd down, key play, run behind Hillis, run behind Farrah Jackson, follow it, and you got 2 guys. You keep them both going.
McFadden back on the field. He will take the direct snap. I bet more than half of their plays have been out of this formation.
They're going to fake it to Hillis this time, aren't they?
No, they're going to give it to him, and he picks up 2.
Wow. It's going to be a tough 10 yards here.
At one point, Arkansas had a 14-6 lead, then 21-14. They were up 28-21 in the 4th quarter. A couple of big runs by Arkansas. And Louisiana State took 4 minutes to get the tying touchdown. Matt Flynn to Demetrius Byrd. We are in the 3rd overtime. It's 2nd down and 8. McFadden. Oh, he gets a block on the corner. Down at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal.
Look at that speed. It's breathtaking. I mean, this guy is 220, 225 pounds, fakes it and just turns the corner, runs away from a corner right there, and Ali Highsmith could not catch up.
32 carries, 206 yards.
Amazing, amazing football player he is.
From the eye, they hand it off. Touchdown, Arkansas. Peyton Hillis gets another. You must go for 2.
Well, you get the tailback running away from the play. The linebackers lean just a little bit and just hand it off inside. That guy is going to be playing on Sundays also, no doubt.
Arkansas has called timeout to discuss the try for 2.
Well, there's so many possibilities. Who do you play at quarterback? Do you throw? I mean, it gets confusing out there.
Well, Matt Flynn challenged back to the quarterback and the LSU Tigers. But first, Arkansas gets the try for 2. 48-42 in the 3rd overtime. And here come the Hogs back on the field. Robert Johnson is wide to the right. Monk is wide left.
No McFadden. That's amazing.
Felix Jones is the running back. Hillis is in a wing to the left side. The try for 2 in the 3rd overtime. Here's the toss. Felix Jones. He got it.
Amazing. Think about this football team. I mean, you got an all-American running back. You've got a backup running back. You've got a fullback that is a catcher. First down run, you go to Jones. Gets the first down. Then you come back in the wild hog, and you take it around the corner to set up the touchdown. by the fullback. 3 different guys carry it. And then the 2-point play, you don't go with your All-American. With the game 2-point play, you go with Felix Jones. Just amazing.
And the Razorbacks from Fayetteville have an 8-point lead now, 50-42.
And it may seem like deja vu all over again for LSU. It was the 3rd overtime against Kentucky. Kentucky scored, and LSU did not answer.
They were foiled on a 4th and 2 in that quest in Lexington. Matt Flynn. He'll throw on first down. He's got a man wide open.
Great
It's
catch.
Doucette.
Great catch.
Out of bounds at the 13.
This game started out sloppy, but these kids, these young men, these young adults, they're growing up right in front of our eyes. These young guys are making plays now. Holy cow.
First down and 10. The ball is just inside the 13-yard line. Now Demetrius Byrd and Doucette come to the near side. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hester inside the 10 to the 9. Freddie Fairchild with the tackle. Well, twice we mentioned that Arkansas 6-1 in overtime games, and they played the 2 longest in history. They both went 7 overtimes. This one is in the 3rd. 2nd and 6. Byrd, who has 2 touchdown catches in the game, is wide right.
Here's the quarterback draw formation.
This time Flynn will throw out of it. He's got LaFell for a touchdown. Now LSU must try for 2 in the tie.
Still a ball game here. Great execution by Matt Flynn. He is really money when the clutch, isn't it? I mean, he delivers the ball.
Remember, he started out 7 for 31, something like that.
And he's now 22 for 47. He just keeps plugging away.
So LSU's bid for the national title comes down to this 2-point play. They must send this to a 4th overtime to sustain that hope. Here's Flynn. Deep, intercepted. Matero Richardson, Arkansas wins. The dream dies for LSU. Arkansas by 2 in the 3rd overtime.
This time,
the Wrangler 5-star play of the game.
Sorry there, Vern.
That's okay.
Ate you a little bit. This time, it's the bottom of your screen. They're going to take away the slant pass. Watch it.
Coach, you come into Baton Rouge and you knock off the #1 team in the country. How did you do it tonight?
I don't know. I tell you what, I know this. Got a lot of guys with some big hearts. All I know is for 3 hours. For 3 hours or however long, maybe 4 hours, we're the best team in the country today. And it's offense, defense, and special teams. It's some guys like Darren McFadden, baby. I love you. What an effort. Y'all better put him in the Heisman. You better put him up there. I'm tired of him being number 3, number 4.
We got that wood right here, baby.
Somebody better look at this guy. He's the best football player in the country, and his name's not being mentioned. Lou Holtz, Mark May. Number 5, you better look at him a little closer. He's a football player.
Got that wood right here.
Right down here. Take away the slant. They took away the slant. Great job by Matero Richardson to take away the game and the national championship from LSU.
For Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Tracy Wolfson, good night from Baton Rouge.